Hello everyone, this is your Curia Fantastic Worlds letting you know that visiting hours for Hush House are now open. Welcome back to the Book of Hours in Lovecraft Country. Okay, today is going to be extraordinarily weird. So it's going to be one hell of a snow day. Winter is going to be the flavor of the day, but first let's get our usual going. Now this is actually going to be the last book to catalog, so hopefully, I mean, we'll change the next cycle if we don't get any more books next day, but for the moment we'll deal with that. We're also going to need water because I believe, yeah, we are really short. So we're gonna need water ASAP, so let's get that tucked in. So meanwhile, we should also, of course, work on... Yeesh, there is absolutely nothing to replace it. Machines are going to have one glass of water, and then we're going to have to draw directly from what we're drawing right now, which is kind of nuts, but hey, it'll work. So, meanwhile, of course, we do our usual daily work. Helping the fishermen get their nets and boats out and going, and I'm thinking, wood's still a little light, so let's grab some of that, shall we? There we go. And we will, let's see, yep, there you go. Gather something in winter, as it were. Now, let's get into the books, because this is where things get a little crazy. So, first of all, we've got one of our tryst already exhausted, and we accidentally, yeah, 3 seconds too short in the getting soaked, so we're going to have this, where is it, herb be teeth, which is going to cause issues right away, but we will deal with it. Meanwhile, we're going to grab this book, which is Operations of a Certain Finality, which is, of course, Winter, subtitled The Hammers Sundering, the work of an anonymous adept who violently despised the invisible septim, the library of the Watchman's Tree in Alexandria. So, yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun reading, I'm sure. But let's get that going. Now, of course, we go to our usual spot under Old Solon's desk. Grab that here. Throw in whist. Throw in... Let's see what we got. Throw in the inks here. And then that's what we're going to do is grab Perbrate. The ink, which has one winter. Now, you notice I'm not using the snow. And there's a reason for that. We'll get into it as we go along. But we'll get that knocked out. And yeah, we're going to have to read those 3 books, which is going to be kind of crazy, but work with me on this one. Okay, so we'll grab Faust, put the first one there, Introduction to Histories. They're all going to be winter-based skills. We're going to need 3 of them this time, because we're going to go, first time, to level 4 skills for a particular reason. Cross your fingers that I get this one right. Right, and metal. Goes here, and there we go. Alright, so, everything else, yeah, we're already pretty fatigued when it comes out of it, so yeah, we shall begin. There we go. Alright, so yeah, we've got the Gideon soaks, we can put those back. And yeah, the Xanathok essence. So, the question is, do we want to regenerate any of these before we go any further? And I'm thinking that, yeah, we may want to, but the one we want to probably get back is... Which one? Which one is going to be most necessary? Tryst, I think. Get that. Grab the water. Get that started. Hell of a day. Basically, we're doing day sleeping. Yeah, let's get the liquids in place. He is a little haphazard when I did it that way, but we will produce better results. So you need to get a second Gideon Soak at some point. Also, we need to replace your Perbrate, which is going to be pretty darn easy, because I believe it's a straight up... Where is it? Straight up, yep, that one. It's going to be a straight up... Yeah, we can do this pretty easily. We will... Hang on. I don't know else since I would use that. Grab this, throw in the... Okay, just get down there, alright? Throw in this, brings 5, and Don't think we've got Shapt. This won't fit either. We want Shapt and Heart. How do Shapt and Harp work together? Hang on one second. Right then. From History to Eternity. Moth. A contraband manual of the Inks of Revelation. The author, well, explains in a brief foreword that she is a high-ranking officer of an agency of the duties, and that, although she supports its mission, she has concerns about long-term consequences of its work. Isn't that always how it happens? Conscientious objection. But yeah, let's get the last book in here. I think this is going to be 10 down here. Yep. Alright, so yeah. We're pretty close to getting one of these shelves emptied. Especially with what we're planning today. Now, hang on one second. I think so. Something with heart. Something with heart. Oh, I think we can do it here. Yep. Grab that. Grab. Oh, wait, we can't use a tool, however. We can, I think. There are a heart and tool over here. Not a heart, though, unfortunately. It's a heart. That's exactly what we need. Alright, let's grab this. Grab the bowl. Then we grab stitching. Corroborate, so we can replace the ink that we just used. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Speaking of which... yeah. Running on 2 cylinders out of 3 here, apparently. 12 seconds on that one. Yes, we definitely have to get a room open tomorrow. Hopefully one with the book. But not going to be able to do it today with the condition we're currently in. Let's get the money. Ah, the first minute's over. Grab the 6pence. Now again, we need to decide which one we're going to be doing. All of these, probably... Yeah, we're better off with the chore, I think, compared to everything else. Alright, let's get that in with the 3pence. Boom. Memory salt. Online. This memory online. And this memory online. Right then. Let's get the books back in place. Maybe we got room for them all. Starting to, again, run out of space. Oh, look, we got Purvey right there. I didn't even realize it. We'll do that in a moment. Get that over there. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, so we have a stray dog. Light, lost, frightened, eager. Oh, God's sakes, we cannot let this go. We must feed the beastie. Poor child. Let's get him a ham. Probably starving. Yes, I will do many terrible things to man, but animals, almost never. Okay, we've only got one we can use, but fortunately got the other tryst coming back because we're going to need that. Satisfy this beast. There you go. And water everywhere. And not lots of drops to drink. Alright, so yes, we'll feed them that. Let's get this settled. Alright then. Wrist is online. Good, we're going to need that. Alright, again. Alright, so what do we regenerate now? I believe we have the bed open again. Excellent. So, which one? Pick carefully. Probably help to get additional water. Keep that thing going. Okay. Quick breath. Lots of things happening. Alright, so let's drop the water in place at least. Yeah. I definitely need to use 2 of those. Put the ink back in place. Hold on. The author outlines the means they have taken to sabotage the Playsynth's collection, though increasingly seems more poetic than effective, to the point where the whole business may in fact be some kind of allegory. Yeah, they're gone crazy. The author gloats at the techniques of putrefaction and calcination. They have transformed the library's stocks of anzimil to a seduction of black sapphire, which will ensure the texts contain only moon truths. So, yeah, basically giving us a hint that this one will produce ink. Memory hindsight is currently active. Alright. Hindsight's up and running. We've got regret. We've got hindsight. That's 2 of the 3 we need. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, what we're going to do is we are going to increase this ink of containment. But first, we need to regenerate Whist. So, we're to do... Nope. We need to do it Trist, because it has a moon aspect. Trist in line. Insight, regret, salt, lesson. There you go. Another fruit pricked from knowledge tree, cruising to level 4. There is a reason for that. Alright, so... How soon before we can regenerate Whist? Pretty damn soon. Okay, grab Whist. Grab lunch. The first one's dinner, obviously. Okay, Shapt. Have that in a moment. Meanwhile, we definitely need water. Okay, so, get the book in place. Under 8. Goes back here. Excellent. Okay. Okay. Let's get one of the ink back here, at least. Our usual spot for ordering. It's one of the most common ones we can create, so it's one of the reasons I use it for the order forms. Okay, so yeah. Level 4. Loyal dog. Walkie's a surely small price to pay for his unshakable. Oh god. Gotta just make a spot for you. Okay, we're gonna have to sacrifice, that's it. We're gonna have to, because there's no choice. We are going to have to put him there. We'll find some place for the chair. It's one a very comfy chair, so where could I put it? Next to a fire, hopefully. Ooh. Tell me there's one here. Okay, so we'll put this here. We'll grab that. There. I definitely need a better chair here. But anyways, yeah. If you ever want to step by that fire. Okay. How's the ink coming anyways? Alright. Hang on one second. Silly me. Forgot to do it again. Where is it? Actually, I don't have to, do I? Right, so if that's the case, let's check the bottles. Yeah, we're definitely short on our juice boxes, so let's get those knocked out. Some of the most valuable ones, tier 1 we have. Okay, so, yeah. This is going to be where things get slightly interesting. Okay, let's go back to Solomon's desk. You see, there's another book I want to try. But it's a little harder. Now that's a 12. Actually, that's a 12. Let me think for a second. So the inks are currently 5. I can produce 3 with the snow. 3 more with that makes it 11, plus the ink makes it 12. So, but I wanted to get a 14. So the best way to do that would probably be tomorrow to get it with enough lessons. So we have the putrefaction lessons. If I do these, we'll have the ragged lessons. Right there. Ragged is edge in winter. So we have a bunch of those lessons, but it's probably not going to be as good as I hoped. So yeah. So I can do that one. But can I do this one? Probably not. I mean, the Didymus gives me a 3-up as well. So if we ask for another skill, that would be fine. Risky if I try to do that. Otherwise, I have to bring up the Inks of Containment to a 6. Which is theoretically possible, but difficult as heck. So, might actually go ahead and do this. Just because, by doing so, I will have, hopefully, another... This is one of the few times I'll be able to unlock it. The only problem we have is if I have to use all these up before winter, which I can do, but it would be a bit of a waste if I have to rush it. Okay, so... 9 and 12. Then, conclusion. So... put that back. The memory of the gods. The Barrow Child, a nameless Gaulish adept who joined an organization identified as the Ordo Limnae, who regretfully writes the destruction of the gods who are stone, the gods for humanity, which is House Lecture 3, basically. Let's get that knocked out. Now, while that's going on, make sure we've got, right, this. Okay, so the thing we can do with this one is probably replace the Parabyte again by... this time, straight up health. Okay, so, let's go. We're gonna have a lot of lessons to work with, so it may go straight... There we go. Speaking of Parabyte, yeah, cool. This one's already going, right? So, what we need to do is just... gonna somehow make ink for the dummy, because we can do that, ironically. Don't know how we're doing it, but we are doing it. Edit. Use up that one. Okay, and back to bed. Let's see, what do we got? We have any liquid whatsoever. No, all the water is currently... We're still waiting on water, so let's grab one of the spare ones up here. Actually have a good drink. Going to get more of those. Alright, so grab that. And which one do we want to regenerate this time? So, don't think we can actually go with lessons too high. So, Chapped. Can we... Yeah, we can use these Chapped in order to gain another Amptule. Okay, there you go. That will probably be the last time we use the bed today. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's get the water. Oh, hold on. We don't have anything else we can work with right now, so let's get this in place. Alright, so let's get the water back in place for next time. Okay, so... Oop. We didn't have to use the actual drink. It's okay. Got like a ton of that stuff. And frankly, we've been drinking water so often we probably just want a break. Alright, health is back up and running. Yet another water, thank you very much. Eesh. Like spending most of the day at this well. But we are at least making progress. To a degree. Get that to replace the ink that we used up. Finally. Need to fill in a couple of these as well. Things to do, things to do, things to do. I think this is our primary right here. The Barrow Child singles out a sacred scarred tribune, the Red Grail, and the Forge, and the Moth for a special condemnation as murderers of the first gods. Colonel, Grail, Forge, and Moth. Sort of. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We live in the shadow of their crime, she writes. We must evade or repeat it. Absolutely correct. Odds are we're going to repeat it, however. Okay, so the shaft plus that, let's just break it out. Grab another one of the ampoules. Should finish that off, the dispensary off for the day at least. The Barrow Child describes how the Grail drained the hour called the Tide, how the Moth usurped the wheel from within, stealing its skin, and how the Forge first eclipsed and then shattered flint. Perhaps these are glorious, she observed, but they cannot be the glorious merciful. Nope, it cannot be. Alright, so we have a lot of lessons to go through. We're going to be using them to our advantage. For the moment, however... See, I don't think we can do this one. Do we have scale? Do not. Okay, so we do have winter, however. We can at least dream on the memory, so we can have it tomorrow to work with. Let's get the memory of gods back into place. We will start working towards tackling the 14. Alright, so, yep. Oh boy. I have plans. Many plans. Alright, so you stay there for a moment. Okay, so yeah, we need to start working the shelves backwards. So let's grab this one. Direction, because we're going to start emptying out the shelves in order for storage, more permanent basis. Get this one in? Cannot. Pause. Yep. See, we'll get there. We'll get there. There we go. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, so let's get back to the serving station, as it were. I think that's the third one. We'll be able to actually keep the half pitcher in place. Another ampule, which is good. Alright, we'll get some more glass finger toxin tomorrow. All in all, I think we've had a good day. Okay, so we've got a lot of reading done. We need to do a lot of recovery from reading tomorrow. Alright, so where's the bed? Yep, it goes here. Oh, wait. Oh, well. I guess we're ahead. Oh my god, I'm more efficient than I thought it was. Alright, so... Oh, and we have another half pitcher there. What am I doing? So much. Okay, so what do we got? Ale as well. Okay, well, I'll do my thinking, and then we'll do our working. Hang on. And we are back. And today is going to be a little atypical. First, obviously, we finally have the money to complete this offer from Orflams, which is going to be a class 4. Do we have Hannavik? Hope so. A class 4 nectar with herbs and infusions, which is good because we've got the need to reduce that one. Now the question being, let's see, do we actually have that language? Okay. Dark Kilisarmi, but we don't have Kenviruk Hinavak. Maybe it's under H. Wait, that's it, is there? Yep, Hinavak. We do have it, which is excellent. Excellent, I think. Right? Hinavak, yep, that's correct. So we will go ahead and we will be getting it. Because we finally have the cash since we... Poor guy who, ooh, Oriflames, thanks you for your customs. Excellent. The guy we, last customer we had didn't actually have a language we could use, so we got money for it. Now we're going to spend that money, like a lot of it, I'm assuming. Because it's worth, 4 out of our 5. So we'll be clawing our way back up from the basement again when it comes to, mystical currency. We're doing okay for regular currency, too. Now, this is where things are going to get a little more interesting when it comes to the books. Now, you see, I have started having to target books that have absolutely new skills. Like for this one, wenchings and quellings. And why I've got another one over here, I don't know, it can... Eric opinion, language-wise, so I can't access it yet. But I can get to this one. The problem being is that it's 14, and Fucine does not give me... Fucine, sorry, I think, does not give me... The heck is the language? Ugh. Getting this thing reorganized. You put all the language at the bottom, didn't you? I have the language. I know I have. There it is. Doesn't actually give me any winter assistance in doing so. So I'd have to get 14 total for to access this one. So as you may have noted, I have did increase. Where is it? Inks. Seriously? Oh. Ink's a containment, which has gotten up to 5. Now, I estimate I'll probably need 7 winter. That's 7 winter with 3 for the soul fragment. That we have is 10 plus 3 for winter, for either snow or breaking down the Domus that way, and plus 1 for the parapite ink. I know my pronunciation is terrible. I apologize. But yeah, that would allow us to get 14. But in order to do so, I need to get 2 more levels of this skill. And I'm picking the ink, by the way, because when you throw it, it's first, ink is super important, especially the inks of power here. So that's good choice for this particular skill. Plus, yeah, it's also got moon, which we have other options for too. So what I'm thinking about is that we are going to have to, where is it? Put together 4 memories of winter. We've already got 1 here, hindsight. This is going to be salt. This is going to be bittersweet certainty, which is also a song. And that is going to be regret. So that should be able to take care of that part of it. And after that, we've got a couple of other ideas doing. With the hail, we're going to be tackling this book, the 10 edge. We do have the Hikosis skill on 4 languages, so we can read it. And Edict's Martial actually will have, even though I've got my 3, has ideas, because this is going to be allowing us to access higher level edge ones, which is another one we have difficulty gathering a lot of. Ooh, dogs have edge. Dogs are edgy? The cats would definitely be edgy. They're certainly more about cutting things up. Anyways, so to get started, you're going to notice that there is absolutely no book to quantify. Catalog. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this metal we normally do for that, and we'll drop it in here for fixing and mending, which will produce the same amount of mundane currency as we do other things. Now, when it comes to our other ideas, we will definitely need water, especially for my plans for today. Water. Bingo. Now, speaking of that water, we need the full container we just created. And we are going to put this into serve. We're going to use it to produce some Gideon soaks. Okay, so that's going to happen there. Now we need to get 3 of the... We need to get the 3... no, cut that out. We need to get the 3 memories created here. So first things first, let's grab bust here. Throw in this one. That's going to be produce one of the skills we need. Then we will grab... We're going to save this one. Sorry, whoops. Oh, we're going to save Eva's desk for the actual reading of the book today. This one will go under FET, as it usually does. Then we have... Let's see. Thinking do is probably add the other 4th one here. And then we... This. Okay. There you go. Now, let's see what else we got. Rail. Yeah, we can do that. Because she's got 1 edge. We'll grab the book. Hang on a second. Grab the skill, Hycosis. We have to grab the book first. Doesn't actually know any language until we do that. There we go. Hycosis goes there. We are going to be tackling it with So the scar brings us to 6 total. Then we get hail for 3, and then we find the saw. I think we have the one in the spare room, spare bat. There it is. Bingo, Edge Conquest. And of course, the skill is the Ascendant. The Edge along Daresh boasts of her victories over her brother enemy Targ, which is another dyad between the Colonel and the Linesmith in the days of the Shadowless Empire. So, definitely going to be happy reading, I'm sure. Okay, so that is that for now. We're going to need the Whist in order to be able to upgrade when we get the skills. And the Chore, let's get to that first. 3 seconds to go by. Hope you're going to notice that. There you go. Alright, so, first things first. Liquids in there. Grab Chore. Then we grab... Where is it? That. Gideon Soaks right off the bat. Just going to cost us a pitcher of water. That will get our second one back up and running. Can't be Trist in case we do another combo here, but yeah. Now I think we need to go check up here. Yeah, we need to get another Glassfinger Toxin, which... Can we do that? Oops. Well, that's not helpful. Now, the thing is, what we can do, actually, there we go, that's an idea. Grab these. Because we can put both of them into the forge. Slots. One glass, liquid, and throw in Shapt. Then, we throw in... Where is it? Glass balloon? That's... Oh, we still need... Ooh. That's the... Okay, which one is it again? Door wall, glass, picking. Carbonite, no. Gods. Door wall. There we go, the door wall launch. That's an odd combo, but yeah. Okay, so let's get that knocked out. Now the second one is straight up just to replace one of those juice boxes, because they're so useful. Alright, so, not meant as an insult, just juice boxes have, some of us have happy connections, or childhood. Small things that get you. Now, I think, however, we can do this for it. Yep. Let's get that back online. Alright, that's definitely a start. Yeah, we have to decide if we're going to do anything else with this health first, though. What could we do with it? Could... yeah. Let's take a walk. Actually, got Triss going. We can use that instead. And just throw in... There you go. Then we can actually go over here and walk it off, as it were. There we go. There's a day for you. Memory Hindsight's up and running. Good to go. Now we can actually use this to regenerate one of the soul fragments we don't actually have anything to regenerate yet. Because we have yet to get our first, you know, we're going to get hit hard the first minute, that's for sure. But we will hopefully get the next skill, because I think I'm going to be using Ragged Crossroads in order to upgrade that one, because I could use the moon in this one for my other idea. So. I'm like rushing the first minute or so. Kind of like we do the Cultist Simulator. I tend to do the beginning slower, then move into the more intense competition. Alright, there we go. First minute. Yeah, always good. 3 skills we need. Excellent. So we grab Inks of Containment. Yeah, that's a lot. Next one's even going to be more fun. So satisfying to come this far, level 5. There you go. Now, should we regenerate any of these, and if so, which ones? Okay, so we have 2 metal and 1 fet. That, as you know, usually has the least configuration. The question is, what do I plan on doing? Do I plan... Well... Cash isn't bad. I would like to have it ready back for the art fragments when I'm done with them. Because, you know, we just collect more stuff. Ooh, I know what we can do. Got like all of this. Oh, we can't do it quite yet. But yeah, we'll save Faust and Trist for that. Yeah, let's just get the metal up and running. It's because we can use it to look up into these packages. And water. Yeah, start that. And yeah, get boom, those 2. Then we get the books back in place. We're gonna need more shells as per usual. Fast finger toxin up and running. And next we'll regenerate one of the shap fragments and get that one. Get another ampule up and running. Oh, good lord. Books are adding up, which is beautiful. I complain about having too many books, that's for sure. This is starting to look like my room. Sweeter than wine, the nectar is the blood of my brother. We have raised up armies of one against each other, and we have sated the Blackbone with the sinking of our ships. Blackbone's probably like a maritime god. Though evil is so subjective in this game, I'm evil, so most evil standards. Mix of containment, level 6. We need 1 more. I don't know if we can do that. I think what we'll do is save that for tomorrow. Meanwhile, we will grab this box and investigate. Get this water in replacement mode. Actually, what we should do, toss that in there. This here. Start her up. Stop there for a moment there. More granite, great. Driftwood, actually useful. Soaks, up and running. Last finger toxin, and last but not least, water. Okay. Let's get these in place. First of all, water back into here. Okay. Random moment there. That's back in place. That should go there, because we're going to have another one there. Just a moment. Gideon soaks back into place. Driftwood goes with the rest of the wood in the alchemy laboratory. And I'll be right back with you. Yep, we got room for it too. So good. And the granite back into here. Yeah, we're going to have to do something with some of this. I have thoughts. Anyways. Dardish's posting at length turns melancholy. An edge long is half a dyad. She may not defeat her hated brother enemy without ending herself. She doesn't even want to, but she's aware to her frustration that he is a piece in the board and axle on the ox cart. An essential part of the eternal engine of contention which the Lionsmith and the Colonel use to sustain the world, as they do sustain the edge energies of the world. Okay. I'll consider what we're going to be doing with this. I mean, we could use it for that as well. Speaking of which, I gotta decide which one I'm gonna raise up now. Okay, so if I actually did want to do that, I don't think I can, but I can, I think, sleep on that one. So that won't be wasted. None of these are wasted unless Numa hits me hard, which I'm gonna be doing some serious work. But, things we can consider. Got a few of these that only require 2. For example, I could grab this and one other moon one raise edicts and volatile to level 3, which I don't see any reason not to. Got the Tris can be used to keep it in line, to raise it. So yeah, that sounds logical. So let us get another moon-based one, and of course, Moon's Egg is a standard for that one. Let's grab Moon's Egg. Yep, we can use metal to read it. That will be what we need. Excellent. Now let's see, which one are we going to be generating? Shaft, definitely shaft. We're going to get the second juice box in place. Alright. So it'll be up soon too. $2.5 shillings, obviously. So we need to get that. Yeah, we need to get that book in place. In red. Yeah. 10. Should go right here. There, I said. Third yellowing newspaper. Huh. Well, I'm guessing that we can use them now a bit more. Metal up. Okay, so we're using Tris to use the combo thing, so the metal can be used for something else. We could grab another one of the boxes, actually. Get them knocked out. If. Go to. And yeah. Things are, well, at least productive. Delivery. Excellent. But can't do it right away because we're doing other things with that, with the observe verb. As we get 2 verbs opposed to 5. You can definitely tell it's more laid back this way. Thanks you for your concern. There you go. Excellent. Collect. We'll get you into place. It's been a while since we've added to this part of the in fact, only 3 books to go, and we've got this shelf for storage purposes. We've got the ones down below we have to decontaminate, but I'm hoping to go directly from decontamination to reading. Also, we should just probably go get that stack of paper in the office. Hang on a second. Okay, we'll use the combo as soon as we're clear. Gaps up running, and that will mean that we can just use the dispensary. Another juice box, there you go. Oh boy. Cold scrap. Thoughts, I have thoughts. Breath. Actually, I don't think we have time. You may have time to generate one more. The question is which one. Ooh, we are short on. Maybe it's going to be shaft again because we are short on the confounding parallel. But I don't know if we can actually get it done. Too many memories required for that one. But what about? Do you understand it? Enduring reflection. Anyone will do. We'll do shaft anyways, just in case. But grab the water again. Get her started. Could use a couple of the newspaper clippings, I suppose. But now it isn't quite the same. Great, more paper. Exactly what I freaking need. Anyways, so yeah. Which skills are going to be again? Volatile. Okay, where's the one goes here? This one or this one? matters too much. We'll do it this way. Boom. Ugh. So much. I believe we've got 2 papers now, so I guess we're gonna... No, you can fit there. There you go. Busy. That was all in one day. The juice box. There you go. Got our liquids back again. It was good to stay hydrated, even if it is toxic material from another dimension. Oh, hang on. Okay, so let's get this one opened up. More goodies. Careful about the skills. Don't want to lose any of our semi-permanent ones anyways. Could have had something running there, but yeah, sometimes you can get overkill that way. However, it does have to actually save. Even the immortal will go otherwise. Alright, so what we need is to put the key back. Quite nice to have a well-stocked pantry. And of course, get Earth sign that we've been missing back up. Definitely to get the Curious Hunch up tomorrow as well. Like I said, I don't get a book from the depths of the library, and another one just appears on our doorstep to buy. Strange how that works. Just trying to keep these shelves full, aren't they? I'm not going to complain. I'm really not going to complain. Oh my god, I don't know what to do with all this paper. Got to be used for something, otherwise it wouldn't be there. Just mentally calculating what I'll probably do. It'll be quick enough, though. I don't know. It's getting close. Yeah, we might lose that one, unfortunately. Oh well. You know, we all, actually most of us here, all do read too far into the night, be on a book or a screen. Oh, are we gonna get lucky or not? We got lucky, I think. Yes, the last moment. Hilarious. Wait, what? The hell? Oh, we lost the memory? That doesn't make any sense. What just happened? The hell just happened? I don't know. Something bad. Good. No, just could. I guess I don't get the memory because I thought it was a persistent one that would survive dawn, but apparently I was wrong. So, yeah, things to work on. Let's see what the weather card is. Oh, that's actually useful. Very useful. Anyways, I will, of course, catch you on the flip side. Okay, and now we are back. Okay, today's going to be a little nuts, so yeah. See, we're going to bring up... the destined plan is to bring this up to a, believe, is 7 going to be enough? 7, 3, 3, 1, 14, yeah. 7 plus 3 for the Whist plus 1 is 10, plus 3 for a... We can do this with Didymus if we don't have snow, so that would be a total of 13. That would be plus 1, 14, and that is enough for this. Where is it? This particular book, Scar in the Sky, which will give us an entirely new subject. Questionings and quellings, just double checking that, yeah, we don't have that. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's going to work. All right, so but it's going to require 5 memories, which I've got lined up here. So, first things first, we do not have a book to catalog. So that means is that we will shift this metal down here to the sweet bones and grab our usual 6. Speaking of which, you should organize this. There you go. And to get our usual 6. And of course, we'll grab one of our health and immediately begin pumping water, because we know how this works. Okay, drying up the water. Now, what else do we want to do today? Now, I'm going to check to see if we've got any vegetation we want to use. This is blue crown. We have a bunch of blue crown. I think that's about the only one besides the steep hairs, right? It's only in summer and autumn. So yeah. And check the physics garden. Psychic garden. Let's call summers. Okay. Same thing there. Last garden down here, the memorial garden, I think of it as. It seems like one. It's called the scent garden, but it has a Lenten rose. Do we have any Lenten rose to compare this with? Lenten rose. Blue crown, trumpeter's lily, fragrant chalice, agave, which we do need some, honey scar, agophilos. We don't have any Lenten rose. Definitely need to get some. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to... Or that was that anyways. Lose track of things so easily. Lenten rose in winter. Music's really good. Okay. That'll do. And we probably should do a collection with our chore. What should we do with our collection? Still need wood, so I guess we can risk getting some more stone. God, I got a lot of that stuff. Fill and hollow will do. Alright then. Our gathering is done. Now, let's... What we're going to do, actually are going to read a book. We're still continuing on our progress to try to do this. The most sorrowful end of the lady Nona. An unauthorized account of the death of Abbess Nona, written by Eusida, one of the 2 sisters accused of having murdered Nona. Remember, we referred to this way back when we uncovered the up here. There it is. Yeah, at her house. Nona was the last abbess, and it was the other 2 nuns were accused of killing her, which was basically a frame up by the monks to completely eliminate the last 3 women in the facility. Remember, it was originally set up as to have equal numbers of women and men by the immortal and mortal lover. Yeah, it's gonna keep getting a little weirder. This is how history works, by the way. I mean, I've been going across this love... You know Elden Ring at all? Go check out Tarnished Scholar. He's got an entire playlist in which he goes over the exquisite archaeological details and how its applications towards the greater lore of the series, which is fantastic. But the thing is with this is that it's the same here. It's a much smaller scale, but we can keep layering on top of it. Some sort of mythic age, an immortal and immortal lover who choose not to become joined form this place and demand to be equal numbers. But the slow erosion of the Watchman's patriarchal Kalaptra series of governments, of oppressive governments, eventually erodes it using legitimate, quotation marks, you can't see my air quotes here, legitimate means of doing so, like killing her and, setting the last 2 women up. That allows them to limit the last bit, say, women can't be trusted, they're always fighting among each other, we can't have that. So only us men will now control this facility of great power for the greater good, so it does less harm. Yeah. I mean, it's not like I'm talking out of my ass here in regards to human behavior. So, we're going to have to find out about what the truth about Nona's murder. We're doing a really old. Okay, so that's a definite 4 nectar. Now, the reason this is going to be kind of interesting... Well, first of all, let's get one of these slots back set up. So I can at least get it into the... There you go. least I can get it into our inventory, because we actually do need to use Nona's desk to unlock it, which is actually kind of crazy and highly, highly useful. All right, so as that is a nectar-based one. It makes sense, doesn't it? Now, if we need a nectar-based one, we've got a whole bunch of nectar skills. What do we got? Yeah, leaves and thorns is 4 nectar, which means, ooh, we do, however, need our language. What's the language? Endvek, we've got that. Boom. And we're going to need, let's grab the second tryst. Okay, so what can we put here? Lantern, so grab the Faust. Nectar, full flower. So let's find out what the murder of, what details we can get on the murder of Nona. Depends entirely on the source. It will be biased. So, but let's get back to our winter readathon over here. This one I think is going to be metal. Yep. 3. That'll be second of 5 we need. This one. Wrist, I believe. There you go. 3 here. Get our boy over here. Or girl, actually. It's Eva's desk. She's definitely feminine. Alright, so this one, we can get the other Faust in. Alright, there we go. That's a lot of reading. So, if we go with the assumption this is all happening within an actual week, that's still like one major tome a day, and one of them entirely new. Also, getting so close here. Alright, so, for one other thing we need to have set up is that I want to get use this fog to grab another calcinate. So what we need is we need to grab one of these and one of these, if you remember from before. Grab down to the forge, which is right here. Grab Shapt, grab the fog, grab these two. Then we roll up here and we grab glass blowing. That'll give us our 6-point knock beverage in 2 minutes from now. So, Twist, Whist, and Shapt remaining. Whist we're going to need for the upgrade of skills. These two are now the optional. Now, I would like to be able to get the brain's going nuts. Actually, yeah, we can do that. What we can do right now is grab the other Shapt. We grab the other Glassfinger Toxin. That's why we need so much Shapt. It's so useful. Grab Preliminal Meter. Secret Threshold. Basically, we don't have to do meditation. We just get really high off toxic Glassfinger Toxin. Sniffing only, it would eat us through alive. But yeah. At some point, I gotta actually find out what the rose one is here. But alright, so yeah. Will do. Keep the tryst for backup or anything else that may pop out for us. And I think we can safely begin the day. We'll see what we have to regenerate first, but yeah. Well, that happened. Oh, boy. Well, the thing is, since we're not doing the whole 30-second thing, when we turn around the forge of cataloging, it takes longer to get to the first minute over. And when it does, it's all going to hit at once. It's going to be absolutely amazing to behold. In fact, what we can do... No, I don't like doing this a lot during the day, but I don't know what you have to do here for the whole minute. When it all detonates, it's going to be gloriously violent. I think what we will do is once we get the Compounding Parable done, is I'll reset one of the Shapt. That will allow us to start getting back our Glassfinger Toxin and our bottles. Oh god, look at that. First, a sixpence. Next, Bittersweet Certainty. Next, that one, Regret, sorry. This one, Secret Threshold. Wait, what? Oh no. What happened? Oh, how did I screw that up? Well, we all make mistakes. We'll get that one sorted out. Alright, first things first. Inks of Containment. Whist. I think for Lesson. Alright, let's get Salt, Parable, Hindsight. No, I can't use that one. Just, would have been did not waste it. Now, which one of the three do we want to use? Edicts Martial or that? Don't know. Thinking this one. because this will allow us to do any of the three. Yeah, let's do that one. Ragged Crossroads. Hit it. Alright, so that's happened. Now, what do we regenerate first? Obviously Shab, because we screwed up that generation thing. I thought I had it correctly, but I did not. So, first things first, let's get Shapt in place. And let's see, grab, ooh, short on water. Gonna have to use some resupply there. Okay, so the other one we can do at the shop over here, our favorite restaurant, our only restaurant on the island, mind you. Okay, so what do we want to, these should we regenerate? Or do we wait for 30 seconds for the other shaft to come up? I'm thinking we're going to wait for the other shaft because we're going to have to do a lot of regen for the damage I just did there. So, we'll wait on that. Can, however, get the secret threshold when we do it next. Oh, I use a memory. That's what it was. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I am such a bloody idiot. Don't worry, we'll get this fixed. Always get it fixed. Also, while we're here, I just remembered I picked the wrong book to get our Earth sign. It's supposed to be this one, DBM. First, let's get our freaking slots fixed here. Good lord, this is all adding up. I need more shelves. Definitely need more shelves. Put that back. What the hell? Get in there. I'll get us Earth sign back at least. Here you go, just go see what Nona's book does up here, because I'm curious. Oh, wait. Put under regular speed again. We still need to do the water while we're here. That's a full picture. Good, we're going to need to use all of it. Refill. Good button addition, by the way. Speeds that up. Collect. Alright, so the water back in place while we're waiting. We can do things with that. Ooh, pretty, poisonous, no true rose. Oh, that's useful. That's useful. We've got a use for that. 2 rose. We've got so little rose. In fact, regenerating one of the health ones to possibly start getting more of those. Yeah, since we like to have 2 of each type, let's straight up. We'll slow down our recovery on the shaft, and we will get... Where's health? No, it's down there. Get shore regenerated just because it's more useful. Okay. Good. Good. Late meal for usual time. There we go. No. One button. Now, we'll be able to read that book tomorrow. Isn't that great? Speaking of that book, where are we? Nona has introduced Yisuba to an unsanctioned Thunderskin cult, which meets in the caves below the abbey. There she and the others perform sacred dances for preservation of the kingdom. Told you they were worshipping down there in that temple. That's what we uncovered. They uncovered it, and they killed her. Wiped them, all 3 of them out. And I can guarantee, by the way, there are members in the village, and one of them is the midwife, because she can use fabric for power. Now, for the men, it's easy enough to understand. You have the smith can use metal, obviously. The rector can use a candle. Candle magic's pretty freaking basic, even for the church. But the situation is a bit different when it comes to... Hang on. The situation's a bit different when it comes to the... and the coffin maker uses wood, but why fabric? I mean, you could say because she's a seamstress and embroidery, and people up here have to make their own clothes, and yeah, that's a thing. But not magic is one of the most basic forms of feminine-based magic. In fact, People talk about civilization, but you actually, if you're an archaeologist, you know, civilization is determined by your fabrics, because the more advanced civilizations produce the fabrics, that you do so. Textiles will tell you the history of any culture. In any case, weaving and knotwork and the Tridsimahira both use knots, because these are the primary methods by which they mend fate. There's a type of magic called cedar, which is literally rewriting fate. It uses a variety of different types of foci, but one of the most common ones is weaving, just as you know, grandmother spiders, fate weaves the universe together, weaves all of our spines together. So being able to duplicate that symbolically means that you can rewrite fate again, which is one of the reasons why she can do it, which is I guarantee you, because she's got the 2 grail on her, that she's a member of that cult. Anyways, Isuba claims that Nona asked her and another assist to prepare her a lethe draught, which can be brewed from another beverage with herbs and infusion techniques. Yeah, we've got that. And a sufficient quantity of nectar. For all rites, 3 of them would perform below the abbey. Something goes awry. Nona is possessed of a tenebrous spirit, worm. No, wouldn't be a tenebrous spirit. Tenebrous, I gotta look up that word. And the abbey brethren are forced to quell her with star iron. The other 2 are implicated as scapegoats, Usubai implies, although she acknowledges her fault also. Yeah, okay, cool. Maybe it was a worm. Star iron, yeah, think about it. They screw it up, they get infested by a worm. Basically, they gotta take her down, and then they cover the whole thing up. Murder the other 2. Wow. So Nona was wiped out by being possessed by a worm, and the abbey did her down. Now, if that's actually what happened, if they were that careless, I can't call this depression. If you screw up that badly and get possessed by a chthonic spirit of that strength, because you didn't do your proper protocols, I gotta say, it's on you. Remember, impulse, herbs, and infusion. Okay, so we're gonna, if you want to increase this by 1, we're going to have to gain another talent here, because we have the nectar one we need, but we need also a heart or a nectar. So the best way to do that, let's see. First of all, we need another skill. We're gonna may have to slow down on that one. We can dream this, so I think let's make sure we can dream this back into position. We cannot actually. Neither one of these is effective in that manner, so we have to see if we can use them up today. All right. So, and meanwhile, I've got involved in that. So, yeah, my thought was that this is a straight up, you know, not liking the goddess, but if you, screwed up to that level, like I said, I can't blame them for overreacting. Because worms can destroy reality itself. They're devouring. Remember, the sun is what determines what the material reality is. It's an example of the section of reality. Good Lord. Section of reality. What have I done? Come on. Come on. We did this before. We'll get to it later. Yeah, you gotta take precautions, and, yeah, I don't know if I can blame them for that anymore. Why is this here? These shelves. These desperately need to be redone. Okay, what else we got? Memory contradiction. That was not the one I wanted, damn it. Really messing this up. Moon, yeah, none of these are going to work well together. Edicts. Edicts can use either one. Alright, we'd have to find, yeah, this is nuts. I have really screwed this day up when it comes to these things lately. Which one am I thinking about that I'm not doing it properly? Well, I'll get to it eventually. It's not a priority at the moment. I'll look up my notes for my books to see which one I'm supposed to be using. Oh, it's DRQ. They're so close to each other. I may have to get another one for contradiction so I don't mix them up again. Yeah, we're once again getting to the point where things are an issue. But yeah, none of these are working well together. Okay. So, first things first, but not necessarily in that order. We're going to prioritize using up these skills because we can use contradiction. I can save that one. We will save this one, but we must use these 2 up. Which means we're definitely going to have to... Alright, so let's see get our regens back first. Okay, so we can create another one of the Paragot out of this, but honestly, seriously, I'm like so stacked up on remains right now. I'll deal with that later. Plants. Yeah, we're going to have to make more room for this somehow. For the moment, we'll stick it here. Actually, no, that one's too like the one next to it, so we'll stick it here. We'll grab this, put it back over here with the water. There it is. Get in there. Just world problems. Alright, Chore's back up and running. This is Shapt. So those are our two possibilities. Now, Shapt should be able to, if I do this properly, I cannot believe I did that. Shapt, secret threshold. Then we grab the... No, we don't want that. We want perimeter. That's right. Preliminal meter. Call it perimeter for short, which is really pathetic, but hey. It's kind of weird, but yeah. Okay. Alright, alright. Now, a couple ways I can do this. I could do this with an omen. Because we've got another one of the, newspapers, so we know it's a renewable resource. That's actually what I think I'll do. Okay, so let's give that one a try. Because this one's considered an omen, so it will go here. This one's a secret threshold. That goes there. Preliminal meter. We're going back to the whole meditation thing, but I'm using a newspaper, somehow. At the foci. Hey, it works. It works. Get that one down. Okay, so with that's going on, we do with Shore. Now, I was hoping to get another one of those levers, but honestly, we need to consider being able to combine. Because this is heart, that's this. We need another skill done entirely. And since we're running a little fast, we're a little slow on things, let's get this one done. Now, we're only going to get a health regenerated to do the, to combine these two. And then we're going to get, we could use the earth sign. Yeah, we could use the earth sign, grab that, and add it to the impulse that +2. That will do it. Okay, cool. We have a plan. I obeyed that plan to some degree, but I'm accepting that I may not have. Actually, no. Pause for a second. We do have another option. We can use the other health in here. Got a reason for that. Alright, so grab the water. Going to water debt, but we can do that. Not the backup plan. Yeah, that's what I was saying about explaining about the Red Grail. It is an entity of hunger, right? So are the worms. There is enough resonance that you can actually summon one if you're not the character. That's why using entities like the Red Grail, which have absolutely no human understanding of anything, not a good idea. I'm wondering, I got to use some of this stuff up. I mean, it's wonderfully fantastic, but I just haven't been using it for anything. Alright, so there we go. And, you know, it's extraordinarily powerful, so we gotta do something with it. Get that one there? Can. Excellent. Can we get this one in between the two? It's like spilling out everywhere at this point. Nope, they're too big. Okay, so now we have to decide... Ah, did I ever realize I thought I had too many body parts? That just says something about us that we probably don't want to think about too much. Okay, so now we've got this. I should have been reading this whole time. I'm sorry. Still getting a little behind on my thoughts, but it's this close. We're not even on dusk yet. It's not going to be an issue. All right, DRQ. This will also allow us to figure out whether or not we've got the right book. Bingo. There you go. All right, and yeah, I guess the supply... I'm going to toss these... Since we can use remains in the dispensary, I'm going to use that as a backup storage for these things. Because the shelves are getting kind of bare here. All right, so... Yeah, actually, we'll grab another one, too, out of the dispensary. Just toss it in there. Now it's dusk. Once this one's clear. Okay, pause. Now we got Curious Hunchback. Thank gods. Alright, so hit this. Health it is. Alright, so we have 2 health now. Now, do we have time to use one of them to collect water? Because that will put us ahead. Second one will be used to combine these, and we'll use... We don't have time to reach the bed to regenerate anything at this point. Past dusk. Ooh, I was thinking you could do a contradiction. Can you? Oh wait, is it not dusk yet? Let's try. A little time to go by. Then. Actually, none of them work. Oh well. We might lose contradiction. Well. Time will go on. And there it is, Earth sign. Right then. Okay, so herbs and infusions go here. Grab Earth sign, grab impulse, grab lesson, and grab health. There you go. It is done. And that's the day, which, you know, we got a lot done. It ain't perfect because we didn't get the memory contradiction done properly, but, well, these things happen. I thought we'd have, yeah, she doesn't have moon, which is a little odd. She's got winter, which is kind of a little strange because it means that she's not aligned with the standard feminine of reproduction, but, sorry, instead the dark feminine of annihilation. Which means there's a lot to that. I can't break down simply right now. Alright, so, boom, herbs is done. So yeah. Now, the next day rolls around where we're going to be unlocking this. It's going to be beautiful to behold. Because at that point, we're going to have the quenchings and quellings, and we'll begin probably being able to use these two to increase it back to level 3 right away. We're going to have to do a lot of heavy reading on the winter to do it again, but hey, that's what we've been doing. We had 3 books total there. So, yeah. That should be fun. Also, we should consider... Yeah, we need a soul fragment in order to do it. Or to replace the one we used up. Ah, good. Just in time. Let's get a quick nap in before dawn. After doing all that. Good. There is it. Where is it? Where is it? And... collect. Refill. Actually, we don't have to, do we? We will. We will. We will. Always the way. Okay. And boom, there we go. Out of the way. Okay, get this. It's a gale, which means it's gonna be doing some stuff. Alright, so... lovely gale. Alright, again, let me get the water back in place, and then we will deal with our issues. So let's keep the water in here for now, because we know we're gonna use it in a moment. Never even thought about that. Okay, cool. We can keep the reserve there. Yeah. Yeah. We got stuff to do. We still have a couple of, we still have to get Earth Sign back, for one thing. It's too useful. And then we have to do the book. So stay tuned. Okay, so I did a quick dip in and out of the Tree of Wisdom, and I've come to the conclusion I'm not quite ready for the next soul fragment yet. So, with that in mind, this is your Curia, Fantastic Worlds, letting you know that visiting hours for Hush House are now closed. Please make your way to the exit, and we will see you next time here on Brancrug Isle, at the Book of Hours in Lovecraft Country. Like, share, subscribe, and see you next time. Bye. I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters, whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of Content and Data.